I have my Pride flag from when I went to the Pride in Lima, Peru. She's super cute. Hello beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amina and on this channel I talk all about my journey leaving the United States, living abroad, and the journeys, the ups and downs and in-betweens that come with that. If you want to go on that journey with me, make sure you smash the subscribe button down below so you can see more videos. On this video, I am going to be showing y'all what is in my suitcase after 1 year of living abroad. I think this is a very interesting video. I think this is a video I would want to see. I'm currently staying in a hostel, so please bear with me with the angles and everything like that. Basically, I wanted to go through the process of organizing my suitcase, which I try to do every so often because it does get a little disorganized at times. Everything's out, so I'm just taking this opportunity to show y'all what's in it as I pack it and put it back in. So let's get into it. So first and foremost, I'm gonna kind of give y'all an idea of like what's down here. Again, like I said, y'all, it's a mess, so please bear with me. But I'm gonna give you an idea of what we're working with, and then I'm gonna go through and kind of give you an idea of what we're looking at. So this is pretty much my suitcase unpacked. Before anyone says anything, I know I have a lot of things. I know it's very kind of disorganized. It's organized to some point in my head, but yeah, so let's get into it. All right, y'all, so the purpose of this video is I want to give y'all an idea what I have in my suitcase. I think it can help other people if you're planning to move abroad long term. Kind of get an idea of like what you need, maybe what you don't need. Every person is different, so for what I need or what I think is important could be completely different from someone else, but here we go. First and foremost, let's start with clothes. So I have these packing cubes that I got, I think, from Walmart before I left the United States. And this one has all my pants in it. That's another thing, y'all. So give y'all some context. When I first moved abroad, I had two suitcases. One, I had this suitcase that y'all just saw. Another suitcase that was like this color but smaller. This bag and my backpack. I am now down to one suitcase, one like duffel bag, which also rolls, so technically I guess a suitcase, but it's more of a, I'll show y'all, it's more of a duffel bag, you know? My goal, I don't know if I want to be a backpacker because I just know that's a lot of pressure on my shoulders. So we have pants in that packing cube. I have some shirts in this one, that in there. I talked about menstrual cups in one of my videos. I think those are really good travel tools because I don't know. In some ways it makes things easier, some ways it doesn't, but I'm glad I have them nonetheless. I have this little penguin. For anyone that doesn't know, I do have a little sister. And when I went to go away to college, my sister gave me this little penguin before they dropped me off. Since I left to go abroad, this penguin has been with me the whole time, so it goes wherever I go. So it's like my little piece of like my sister. I love that little girl, she's my heart. Okay, so this right here, this thing is where I have all of my like undergarments, and this mesh bag doubles as a garment washer thingy. So like when I am somewhere stable and I like unpack everything, I use this to wash my more delicate stuff in the washing machine. So these are just little loofahs, reusable masks and stuff like that. Nothing too complicated. My goal is to one day be one of those people that just needs a bar of soap to wash, but I still like loofahs, so. Some people say it's a waste of space. Here, so this is, I used to collect currency. I think I still do. I think I'm gonna collect something from each country, but I don't know, we'll see. But I have little things of currency. This is all like Ecuador, so it's USD / like 50-cent coins that I don't think I can really use in the US. This is money from, oh, this is Peruvian soles, which I hope to convert when I can so that I can, you know, use the money instead of just holding on to it because I could use it. Also have some Colombian pesos, which I plan to use once I go back to Colombia, so that is actually helpful, but I don't plan on going back to Peru anytime soon, so I'm gonna have to change those in. This right here, so this is kind of like my toiletry bag. Like I said, y'all, there's a method to my madness. This does look the most organized, and I won't even lie to you and say that it is organized, but it's contained, which I think is most important. Since I've cut my hair, I don't need as much hair care products. One hair care product I really like is Mazani. It's down here. I kept this one down here. And this one is the curl enhancing lotion, which I plan to use if I ever let my hair grow a little bit more. This has a little bit of everything. It has my shampoos. I've re-put my shampoo. Like when I left, I had a big bottle of shampoo. I'm still surprised I have shampoo. A year later, I still have shampoo. But I had a big bottle of shampoo, and as it got less, I started putting it in smaller bottles. Hair moisturizer, different things like that. I do carry pads still too, because sometimes it's not possible to use the menstrual cup, so that's another thing to keep in mind. Hair/hygiene bag is what I would call this. So let's put that in there. Always gotta have, you know, I found Clorox wipes. First couple places I couldn't really find them, at least not for an extreme amount of money. Like I think in Ecuador, pretty expensive. But try to keep Clorox wipes with me. You know, there's a panorama out there. I'm running low on Q-tips, but Q-tips are important. Those are random. One thing I do want to know. So I have 3 little packing cubes. And this one I usually keep like little miscellaneous things like scarf stuff. But one thing I will say that I know that I'm glad I did, I almost forgot and didn't get one, was a belt. If you are a bigger body person, I think that it is wise to get a belt. I know that's very specific, but I just feel like it's something that, like, I think sometimes can be hard to find abroad. So I had a belt before I left, and I have my Pride flag from when I went to the Pride in Lima, Peru. She's super cute. Really love taking this with me when I go places. If I can find a spot to put it up, it really kind of, like, I don't know, helps me feel at home. So really glad that I have this. I have my little bag of like cords and stuff like that, my ring light for if I do videos at night. A little thingy. Actually, my friend Andrews gave me this, so shout out to Andrews, because I bought another one and it fell apart. So that one is stick with me. Something I want to talk about, something I keep with me are rubber bands. And people think why, but when you have so many cords, I think I always like to wrap them up together like this. I feel like it's a very economical way to kind of keep some organization. Even though, like, you look at this bag, it's like, is this really organized? It's a lot better than like pulling it out and like having to pull things apart. So there we go. Makeup bag. I have all the same makeup. The only makeup I've bought since I've been abroad is I buy mascara, because that's, I think, the main thing I use a lot. Mostly everything else is from when I was in the States. I still have my foundation, which I'm pretty sure it's probably expired by now, but I don't wear makeup enough that I think it would heavily affect my skin. Every couple months I buy a new mascara, but everything else is pretty much the same. It's all lasted me this whole year. So I have in total 4 little bags, like carrying bags. So this bag is my USAC bag from when I stayed abroad. I use this sometimes when I go grocery shopping or fruit shopping, to reuse a little bag to put that stuff in there. I have this really cute bag that I want to shout out to one of my friends / subscribers, Kelly. I never posted that video, but Kelly was super great, and she, when I was leaving Ecuador, I met with her when I was in Guayaquil. She has a bag store, so 100% leather, really super cute. I've had this since she gave it to me. It travels well, but if I'm in a safer place or I'm trying to dress up, it's a perfect neutral bag. So shout out to Kelly. I'll have her Instagram to her store down below. This is my little medicine bag. So if anyone's curious, so let's see what stuff. So I have some elderberry in here, elderberry pills, which I do take, I think, as the most thing. I don't really like taking medicine though. I think that's the most thing I take, and I take these, like, I don't know, after a long travel, or if I'm starting to like feel like, I don't know, when I get the feeling that I need to take it is when I take it, if that makes sense. And I feel like it kind of just gives me a little boost. But yeah, this bag has a little bit, honestly, a little bit of everything, which I do like, because if I do get sick, I kind of have a little arsenal, something that I can tap into and figure out if something in here can help me. Everything from ibuprofen to a little bit of everything, So that's that. Some cough drops. I honestly need to go through this and organize it and figure out what's in here and make sure it's still usable, but got that. I have a little JBL speaker. I love music, like love music. A JBL speaker that does not work, so I need to take it back, but that's the hard part. I bought this in Colombia for a really good price, but then it broke. But now they're like, basically the only option I have is to like send it back. It's sometimes pulling teachers to send stuff in the United States, let alone like outside of the States. So I have some extra masks, which I bought these in Peru because we would double there's required to have a double mask. Little pedicure kit with like stuff for keeping my nails together and stuff like that. This time my journey, I only have 2 pairs of shoes. I have my handy dandy Chacos, which I've had for so long, which need to be cleaned. I try to be more on top of cleaning these, but these have been with me. And then I have my trusty dusty shower shoes. It's really hard as a person that has bigger feet to find shoes abroad, so that's something to keep considered. Eventually I want to get a pair of sneakers because I mean no one wants to always have their toes out. Yeah, the last pair of sneakers I had or hurting my toes, so I had to get rid of them and hopefully find a new pair. I have a travel blanket, which is not in here, but usually it's in this little case that I carry with me. I have this beautiful candle that I really love that I take with me everywhere I go. It looks a mess right now because it kind of is. When it melts, it turns into like lotion, and it's so nice. It smells so good. So sometimes when I'm like overwhelmed, I'll light this, and it kind of just gives like the room a new smell, and kind of just, I don't know, it's kind of cool to have like I think Gabby Pax like talked about this, like having a scent that you kind of take with you. I think can be very helpful for when you're going so many different places. So I think that's something like random but cool I like, and plus it's nice sometimes to just use it as a little moisturizer, you know? So that's good. I have 2 books. This one is the only one I brought with me, The 4 Agreements. I'm really upset. I bought The Body's Not an Apology by Sonia Renee Taylor before I went abroad. It didn't get there before I left, so it's still in the States waiting for me to take in the magic that it is. And then I bought this random little book. It's a Spanish book. I still haven't read all of it, but I use it to practice my Spanish. A good way if you here it is. So yeah, The 4 Agreements is what I brought, and I haven't even finished it. I'm only like halfway there. I don't even know what this book is about. I just kind of read it. A good way to practice Spanish is kind of just saying it out loud. So I'll just go through and like read it to practice pronunciation of different letters and different sounds and stuff like that. And sometimes by the end of a paragraph, I'm like, oh, I kind of know what they're talking about. So it's kind of cool, pretty cool. I bought it for like, I think 5 soles somewhere in Peru, this little bookshop that I passed by, and sometimes I just take it out, read it a little bit to practice. The other things I have plastic wrap. I used to plaster wrap all of my liquids and stuff like that just because I didn't want to spill. I haven't had too many spills in my bag over the year, but I have had my share of having to take everything out and wash it all off. Luckily it's like stuff like shampoo, whatever, so it's not very damaging. I have some art. This is one of my favorite things I bought. I bought this in Medellin. I cannot wait till I settle down somewhere. I'm able to put this in a frame because I think it's absolutely beautiful. Look at her. Look at her. Anyway, I also have a piece of art that I bought my mom. I showed it to her on Mother's Day, but yeah, I want to get this frame too for her as well, but I think this is super beautiful. I bought this when I was in Guayaquil in Ecuador, so super, super beautiful. I think that's most of it. Yeah, and then I have a lot of notebooks. I keep on buying notebooks, but I keep using them too. This one was like my affirmations, gratitude notebook for a bit. Also my YouTube video ideas. Y'all have so many ideas and so much footage. I just have to edit. It's nice because sometimes I just want to write. It's just write. So yeah, my luggage has changed expansively. Oh, a couple other things. This is pretty good. I got this from Misc, but it's for weighing your stuff, and you basically like can take your luggage and like weigh it and tell you like how much it weighs. This is helpful for weighing luggage, so when you get to the airport you're not like bamboozled, because I've also had the situation where I literally had to get rid of like so much crap because my luggage was too heavy. So my stuff has changed a lot since I've been abroad this year. I have a lot less stuff and more stuff in some ways. I have like things, I've gotten rid of so many things. A lot of hair care products and stuff that I had given away. I have so many things that I've given away that I'm just like, when I'm traveling, I'll just like either find people that need it, or like friends or people I care about, like give it to them, because I think that's one thing that I've learned since I've been abroad, to not hoard things, especially because I know for me, I think you realize how much you have when you have to carry it yourself. So that's another thing as well. So really thankful for that lesson of like learning to let go. I still feel like I have too much, but I try not to like make it like so like I have nothing, then I start freaking out like But this other little bag over here has usually a couple of things. I keep this bag, has like all like my toiletries and stuff like that, so that when I'm like moving around and stuff, I have what I need. It's pretty accessible. These are like biodegradable Ziploc baggies. I only have 2 left, but I really like these. They're compostable. It's dope. That's dope. It's good for the youth. It's good for the environment. Anyway, this was what I have in my bag after a year of travel. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments. I would love to answer them. My only advice for if you're packing to move abroad is to really think about what you need. If the things that I thought I needed a year ago, I think I did pretty well with packing, given like my balance of wanting to make sure I had some level of comfort and like some level of like, okay, like I have what I need. Like until you figure out like what's accessible where you are, it's kind of hard. So I don't regret the stuff that I brought abroad, because a lot of it I did use, and so I realized it's okay, I don't really need this anymore. There's a lot of stuff. There's been a lot of change in this year and my things and me, but yeah, thanks for checking out mi maleta conmigo. If you like this video, make sure you slightly, because it's a little sensitive, tap that like button. Make sure you smash that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, ring that bell so you're notified when I make more videos, and I will see y'all next time on my next video. Peace.